Hey guys, what's going on? So we're here again with another 2v2 session as Enhancement Holy Priest. Um, we are sitting at about 2050 CR. We did climb to like 2080, but we went back down again. The recent changes to Enhancement a couple weeks ago, I think I talked about in the last video. Um, they are definitely a bit significant. Um, Basically, they've made our overall damage better, but they nerfed our burst damage. So I'm trying to use Elemental Blast again. They did nerf it a long while ago, but pardon me, it seems to be doing pretty well again. I don't know if that's just because of my mastery levels or what. I haven't tried the Lavalash build yet. Just because in twos you only have two targets to deal with. I feel like against like a demo lock or maybe a Beastmaster Hunter, it'd be really good because you can get that really strong funnel cleave. But other than that, enhancement is definitely still struggling in twos. Unless they do some major changes to enhance, I don't think it'll ever be a very good comp for twos, especially not as healer DPS. Um, I think double DPS is definitely more powerful as an enhancement, being more of the support or burst damage is better. But in this session, we fought a lot of warriors, and it's just an uphill battle all the time. If you play an enhanced shaman and you're wondering why in twos you struggle a lot, don't worry. Like, it is the worst DPS spec for twos. You don't have a Mortal Strike. You don't have that on-demand stun. You okay, you technically do. Lightning Lasso is kind of an on-demand stun, but you cannot like Doomwind's damage into it. You have to sit there and cast it. So it's more of like it does do a bit of damage, but it's also you want to use it while they're using cooldowns type of thing, or you're not using it on a kill potential maybe. It's definitely not the greatest stun, but it's still better than no stun at all. With totemic projection though, you could pull off some cool capacitor totem stuff. Like you drop it behind the wall, and then just as it's about to explode, you can place it on your target. I haven't quite picked that up yet. I'm still I don't know if it's worth it just because you if you drop it and get stunned, well there goes a minute on that and type of thing. So it's very risky situation. Whereas you could just take something else, to be honest. But totemic projection is definitely a huge benefit to have. Um, static static cage totem. Not sure what it's actually. I call it cage totem. You can use that to actually grip targets around. It does have a range though, like, and you be able to do it. Like you could pull somebody through a pillar. But they changed that recently because I was doing that in Shadowlands when it first came out. It was absolutely hilarious. But you can grip people backwards or into the group if you want. They do have to be within a certain yard. I don't know what the exact range is. Like sometimes I pull people from really far, sometimes it doesn't work. You know, it's definitely a gimmicky thing. Thankfully, we have something though. But I was at this match. I was quite surprised that we found another enhancement shaman. To be honest, uh, with it being such a struggle bus in twos, it's not often that you come across them. I feel like you'd see them more around the 1500s, just because enhancements not that great at twos and or easy. To be honest, you have to be like perfect with everything. You have to use your defensives perfectly. You have to use offensives and stuff. It's definitely frustrating spec to play in twos. And Blizzard does not like you. If I'm being honest, they do not like you. As you can tell, they nerfed us and, didn't really give us a proper compensation for the nerf, to be honest. But we have been doing okay. We should get 2100 here soon, hopefully. Hoping so. I haven't played much solo shuffle because I don't like playing or waiting 30 minutes for queue time. But I will bring out some Mistweaver videos because I've been playing that in solo shuffle and it's been a lot of fun. Anyways, against a druid, typically you want to be purging a lot, so that's why I tend to run Greater Purge because it has a cooldown and it kind of helps prevent you going ooh. That's definitely a big benefit. It purges 2 effects, but if you're fighting a paladin and a druid, or a paladin in general, it's probably best to go with purge just to get the bop off. Like, that is definitely a key factor. Because if you can't get it off, then you're just running around and hoping. But yeah, that's it for druid. Rogue priest. So I feel like I've said this before in another video, but poison cleanse totem is as you see, I used my static cling totem to move them over, get them off of me. Definitely helps. And if they try and use a movement to get back to you, um, it is buggy sometimes, so they might get through the cage. It's definitely in need of some work, but 90% of the time it will prevent them from getting to you. But yeah, if they don't kill it, they can't get out of it in theory. But we got very lucky. We fought these guys 3 times. This is the first time we faced them and we beat them, which I think was kind of a fluke. I got some big damage off on him, and he overlapped cloak and evasion there, so it was quite a big trade, and their opener wasn't very powerful. But Poison Cleanse Totem against Assassination Rogue is actually massive. If you're watching my debuff bar, you could see, like, he put 3 poisons on me right away, and they just disappear. It's very helpful. And on to the Fury Warrior Mistweaver. This gave us a bit of, like, a lot of trouble. This was a difficult match. But Thunderstorm, like, on this map, it definitely sucks, but Thunderstorm is huge for this map. Always try and knock them off. If they're on your healer, try and knock the healer onto the other side, and if you can, knock the DPS onto opposite side. Like, that'll cause a lot of movement cooldowns to go, and it'll definitely help your healer from getting face beaten in. As you can see, the warrior's just sitting on Shook, just beating the crap out of him. He's like, help get them off me. But as a shot, like, I run Counter-Strike a lot, especially against warriors. Even though we're 2K rated, I find that people still don't kill totems. It is one hit to kill it, but people just tend not to hit it, which is kind of weird to me. Because, like, I'll look at my overall damage and Counter-Strike's way up there. It's very good against high burst classes like Fury Warrior, Rep Paladin. Not so much. Don't run it into like an Affliction Lock or an Assassination Rogue. It doesn't work on dots. It only works on direct damage. So that means anything like Rupture or Unstable Affliction, each tick of those won't count towards a Counter-Strike hit. But as you'll see, the warrior's training Shook, so that allows me to free cast, so I'm constantly going for hexes whenever I can. Like, I also sit away from them. But, like, if I do get kicked, then that means Shook also gets free casting. So if you're like fighting a death knight, try and cast hex as much as possible. Force him to kick you. And that way your healer can free cast and maybe get CC onto their healer and stuff. So it makes a huge difference forcing those kicks. But yeah, like in twos, enhancement, uphill battle. Your chance of winning is always like 20%. You can only win if they make a mistake. That's it. Doesn't matter how perfect you play. If they make a mistake, you're still, or if you make one single mistake, like you're gonna lose. Um, but like that really depends. Like if you're talking like rank 1 players playing against each other, um, enhancement's gonna lose. Even if they all play perfectly, enhancement's still gonna lose. It's not designed for twos. Will they ever fix that? Who knows? They've been giving like every melee except for Ret and Enhance have a Mortal Strike now. Maybe not Frost. I think Unholy has its own kind of Mortal Strike, which I think converts healing into their own healing, something like that. But yeah, if Enhance gets a Mortal Strike, it would be massive. But as you can see by the damage meters, like, pardon me, he's out damaging me, but he's got like a 20% up, like a 20% Mortal Strike at all times. Like, even though Fury does ramp from like 4% to 40 or something like that, it's still like, it's a huge difference, and he's still out damaging me. I don't like, I, I don't like that. I think if you don't have a Mortal Strike, you should be doing a bit more, like, you should be doing a lot more damage than the other person. But we also lack the CC, which you'll see, like, they're constantly disarming and stuff, but I'll kill him here. And it's just, it's a rough time. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you're an enhancement player, I wish you the best. And have as much fun as you can. But yeah, I'll be bringing out some more soon. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.